Okay, I think we're ready. Let me just check the sound and make sure I have the proper mic on. That sometimes doesn't happen. Okay, we're good. Good evening. I hope you are having a lovely evening. Hi, Asmogan, what's up? Actually, can you hear me? Am I muted? It feels like I'm muted for some reason. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself on the browser thingy. And nothing actually... Oh, okay. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. I muted my own Internet Explorer. And I was trying to check if I can hear myself. Okay. Hi, Asmogan. What's up? Sending folks your way hopefully in a minute. Wait, what's happening? Wait, are you streaming? I'm totally out of the loop on how you can even send anyone's way on YouTube. But as I was checking my sound, I got attacked by, I don't even know what this is. But I think we're gonna have to, the Mylodon is also happy you're streaming. Wait, who's, oh, Mylodon. Oh yeah, I was about to ask like who that is. But yeah, he seems excited that I wasn't paying attention. So first, before we start the stream, we're gonna have to kill him so we can actually talk. Okay, here he is, and there's no loot, I suppose. It doesn't even matter. Okay, yeah, I hope you are doing well. I am actually doing so much better than yesterday. For those of you who were here yesterday, you might remember that I was so tired. Like, my eyes were literally just shutting down, and eyes aren't even the worst part. Like, I can play a game with my eyes closed, that's no problem. but I can't read the chat, and I definitely cannot keep my brain going because my brain was actually the one that was, you know, shutting down big time. So I went to bed. It was like 10:37, 10:40 or something like that, and I was really tired. I went to bed at like 10:30, 10:40, and I woke up at 8 a.m. And that was very uncharacteristic for me to not stay up until like 2 or 3 a.m. I thought I was gonna wake up. I did wake up at like 4, and I just realized that that I can still go back to sleep. I was very afraid of not being able to sleep until like 7 or 8 in the morning and just laying in bed awake, but not wanting to actually get up because getting up means I am admitting to myself that I will not sleep anymore, and that is a scary thought when there's a toddler waiting for you to wake up at 7 a.m. Uploading a video out of this... Oh, what? Going to stream myself, but I'm not emotionally positive enough given earlier events today. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Wait, what are you doing? What are you uploading? Hi, Isabel. How are you doing? What's up? Oh man, you didn't have to do that. I don't know what you did, but whatever you did, well, first of all, thank you for the shout out, and second, you absolutely did not have to. Okay, what I want to do is I want to find my quest giver. See, the problem with me logging out yesterday and then relogging to go back to the gold saucer to do the fashion challenge was the fact that I didn't take the quest because I didn't read it. So I was like, I'll just take it later. I'm not gonna take it right now. And then after the 2 big dungeons era gets kind of boring. Which are the 2 big dungeons? The trial and the dungeon? Like somewhere like in 2.2 or 2.3 or something like that? Or wait, which dungeons are you talking about? I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if you're actually managing to read the story because you keep telling me that for some reason I went all the way there. I don't know why, but I'm looking for a castle where I left off, and I don't even know how to come back. Probably talking about after 2.0. Yeah, there's like one trial or like there's one dungeon, and there's like 4 or 5 trials or something like that after like the credits patch or whatever. At least that's what I remember about it. Well, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I'll make sure I check it out. I'm very humbled by that, and I appreciate it. I still don't know what I appreciate, but the Leviathan trial is very cool. Oh, I love the Leviathan trial. Did you happen to hear the music? Like, the music in that trial is actually so good. And sorry that I'm wandering like through the snow. I had no idea how to reach my quest giver. See, this is what happens when you don't take the main quest. And to make matters worse, there's another main quest that I took, because apparently like later on I looked it up and I saw that like two brothers have two different quest lines that somehow later on merge into one or something like that. And this was the only quest that I had, and this second brother's quest is just the one that I didn't. Yeah, the music for the Leviathan is so good. I was in such an awe. And actually, when it comes to my overall impressions of the Realm Reborn, I'm actually finishing a video for tomorrow. It's my full review. So it's the Realm Reborn review, like from everything. The gameplay, the music, the experience, the special feature, the combat, gearing, glamour, everything. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a big one. So so if you're interested to kind of hear it from, you know, a Sprout's perspective, the Moogles a lot. I don't know, like I had fun there. But I also had very little knowledge, so I was just like, I remember tanking that one, and I was at the end of the stream, and I was like, let's do this one after all. And at some point, I just decided to take the ads and let the other tank handle the boss, and then we kept wiping. So then I switched to boss, and he at first didn't pick up all the ads, but then eventually he started doing it. So I think we wiped like 3 or 4 times on Moogle, but eventually we made it. What's the TLDR on the video? The video for the review. I mean, I loved it. It's basically like a rating review. I went through like all these little, you know, bits and pieces of Realm Reborn, like the features and stuff, and I gave it a rating out of 10. So yeah, it's actually, I really enjoyed just coming up with everything and recording the footage and all that stuff. So hopefully I'm gonna edit it and publish it tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, yeah, stay tuned. Also, how are you doing? How is the start of your new week, and what did you do during the weekend? 2 Crystal Tower I've done is very fun. Yeah, there is a third one. Actually, the third one I think was the most fun, but for me was the hardest, because I went into it as a tank with no knowledge, because I didn't look it up in like before the raid. So people kind of guided us through it, and like the light versus dark stuff, that was a little bit confusing because I had no idea what that meant and where I was supposed to stand and whatnot. It was a bit strange, but overall I was very, very happy with how it went, and I can't wait to go back there. And also I beat Shiva today on Extreme. I was very happy about that. We didn't wipe a single time, and I tanked. And it went very well, but another person got the mount, and I was so upset about that. I just wanted to do like one quest and one extreme trial to just see if I can do it. So I made a little break while I was working, and I was like, let's do this, let's queue. And I queued, and we did it. And I have 1 blue quest last. Trying to learn before you tank. Yeah, exactly. It's quick WoW after 11 years, so I'm starting on FF, just here to see what's up. The Extreme Network, welcome, and I hope you're gonna have an easy transition. Mine was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I just kind of went into Final Fantasy and I was like, this is freaking awesome. And then later on, like I started queuing into WoW, like not queuing, logging into WoW again. And I tried to make sense of it. I tried to do like Korthia, and I was like, let's do my WoW stuff for the day, and then let's go play Final Fantasy. And that sentence actually was a huge deal breaker for me. Let's do things that I have to do in WoW so I can go and play Final Fantasy. And I was like, do I want to do things, or do I want to play the game? And I sat there thinking, I want to play the game. And that was about a week. That was about a week before before the whole scandal broke out. So I was like, I heard that, and I was like, I'm out of here. I would have been a not the next 2K or 2000. Thank you so much for the super chat. It is a recommendation from Asmagan. It must be quality content. Thank you. I really appreciate that, and the kind words. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh wow, Asmagan, thank you for sending your people my way. I love meeting this community. Like, this is another thing, another reason why I'm so comfy in the Final Fantasy community. Everyone is just super, super welcome. Like, not welcoming. And like, the moment I started streaming Final Fantasy, like the people on my streams, like the amount of people who actually came by to drop by, like from the numbers, like the sheer numbers without like, you know, taking the atmosphere and everything into consideration, it almost tripled. And I was like, people really want to watch Final Fantasy, and I want to watch Final Fantasy, and I want to play Final Fantasy and be in the community. So after a few days, like everything happened with WoW, and I was like, yes, this is the deal breaker. But at the same time, I was already done with it. I think it was just like that one, you know, drop that just like spilled everything from the glass. And yeah, I highly recommend Hildbrand quest when you have time. What does that do? Adamantium Pizza, hello, what's up? Also, I did the race. I got did the race change because I got the bunny face, was kind of creepy. Tall chunky lady now. What race are you playing right now? I thought you loved the bunnies. I'm slamming my head against the wall trying to learn Dragoon rotation. Actually, Philip here, or my husband sitting right there, you don't see him. Yeah, he can't really speak right now because he had a surgery, so let's not bother him. But he does play Dragoon, and he actually thinks it's a lot of fun. So I can personally recommend it because I have no idea what it's about and how to do stuff, and I don't know nothing about it, but he says it is a lot. Oh, you're also Rogadin! Welcome to the Rogadin Club! Yeah, I love how chunky they are. See, I also play a Rogadin girl, and see, here's the thing. They're not ugly at all. Like, some people were actually genuinely surprised that I played a Rogadin, and I just think there is a lot of, you know, feminine stuff about them. They're not like ogres in a way that, like, you know, they are gonna be ladies, but they still look like ogre men, you know, kind of weird. 30 buttons in sequences. Yeah, I couldn't say. Like, as a tank, I don't really have like a rotation. I have a bunch of cooldowns that I try to remember to use. So I'm not a very experienced rotationeer in Final Fantasy, but I definitely wish you the best of luck, and you're gonna have some amazing gear as a Dragoon. That is the bit that I saw over on Philip's screen. Like, he has the most gorgeous, like, these transmogs and stuff. It's just so good. It can be fully 2.2 meters tall, and I love it. Yeah, and like, whoever I talk to, like, the NPCs are always like looking up, and they're also more beautiful when they do that. Did you notice that? Like, it's just weird, and I don't know, like, would that change if I was to like play a Lalafell? Would like the NPCs look down? They probably would. They probably took it into consideration, but I like it this way. I have a little bit of a complex, I think, because I'm not a very tall girl. And I always, you know, I always wondered, like, in a society, what it would be like if I was to be tall. And I'm just not. So I just kind of, you know, decided to make a tall character so I can at least digitally experience the world as it would be if I was to be tall. From the 40k community needs no idea about Final Fantasy, but the personalities behind the channel are what matters. I'm glad you think so, and maybe, just maybe, with the help of Asmogan and myself, and maybe some other content creators you watch, maybe you're gonna, you know, slowly step your feet into Final Fantasy and fall in love and never get out again. Final Fantasy is really, like, I'm not trying to preach it or anything, but it is a game, and that's the sad thing that I'm emphasizing on that, is because, like, a lot of games that I've been playing for years now haven't been games for a while now. And I'm saying that from a perspective of someone who Mythic rated this year, so Castle Nathria. And I remember having so many chores and spending so many hours on Discord, you know, talking about rotation, talking about Mythic Pluses, trying to get into Mythic Pluses and stuff. Like, there were so many chores, so many things that I had to do that I was just like, I don't want to have to do anything. I want to do things because I want to do them. And then came Final Fantasy and I fell in love and I never looked back. So that's the thing. My main wife was Merlywib, who is Queen Rogadin. Wait, Merlywib, is that the sea wolf? That's the sea wolf lady from Limsa Lominsa, right? She is gorgeous though. She's still stuck doing crafting stuff. Oh yeah. Right now though, he is playing. What is this game? He is looking at a guide. Like, I'm gonna sneak in here and actually take a look, because I don't even know the name of this game, but it's like a strategy game. And if there's one thing in the world that I never managed to get into, it is the Sid Meier's Civilization 6 New Frontier Pass is the name of the game of the YouTube video he's currently looking at, so I'm assuming that's the game. I never actually managed to get myself into it. They are way too kind of, you know, historical for me, I guess, and I never really I never really managed to do it. I don't know why. I don't know how. I never even wanted to play with him. And there's a bunch of people loving that, and I just never clicked with these games. But it looks mappy, I guess. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. So you can get very into Final Fantasy. Been doing a lot of grinding. Yeah, Isabel is just like there playing all day. And I'm like, first I'm like having lunch, and Isabel is like, I'm level 35, and then later on I'm with my toddler just like doing puzzles and stuff, and she's like, I'm level 45, and I'm like, damn it, you know, I want to play as well. Not that I don't enjoy spending time with him, but I do crave that little time for myself. And then I'm having dinner, and she's like, I'm level 50, and then I finish dinner, and I start getting ready for a stream, and I'm washing my hair, and she's like, I'm level 55. Summer holidays is great. Yeah, I wish I was smarter when I went to school, because I would have taken advantage of all my summer holidays. Instead, what did I even do during my summer holidays? Like I used to. Did I go out? I think I used to go out. It was like.
So you used to study a lot.
Yeah, I used to study a lot. I don't even know why anymore. Like. I mean, now it just sounds ridiculous that I never actually just went ahead and just, you know, play games. I didn't used to play all this much. Sid Meier's, that's the name. I haven't heard it in a decade. Yeah, Chad is apparently really loving what you're playing. I read the name of the game of the YouTube video that you're watching, and I have no idea what this is about, but I guess you have some fans here. Called free companies, they work just like guilds in WoW, more or less. Yeah, that's true. Let me see, how do guilds work? I can't figure it out. Basically, you just join one, and there are ranks. Let me just get it. Okay, so basically it's called like free company, and you got like your members, and basically there's like the guild rank. And these are, what are these? Like the ranks of people. You could, yeah, like it's the same thing in WoW. Like if you ever played WoW, basically. Like you just assign like a rank to your, I don't know, members, and you have actions. Basically, these are buffs that you can use like every, I don't know, 24 hours or something like that. Not, you can actually cancel them and just get a new buff. Basically, they're like 24-hour buffs for something in game that you're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys can like, I don't actually know. I have showing the gold saucer. I spend way too much time in the gold saucer. I actually might do gold saucer later on in the stream when I'm done with a little bit of MSQ, because I'm not done with my challenge log. I actually have some stuff to do with my challenge log, and what's gonna happen? Well, I can't actually queue for any of this stuff while I'm not in the gold saucer, right? Like I can't queue for the Chocobo races because I need to win 10 of them, and this is something that I still am to do for today to get stuff. Let's get a house for the guildies to hang out. That's true, and that is a lot of fun. But we're too poor, so we're gonna wait for that fun. And hopefully that is something that's gonna happen later on in the future. Philip is actually our only hope, one of our only hopes, I think. No, just kidding. But seriously, like he has been the one who's been like crafting and actually leveling his other like jobs and stuff. And he always, like, no matter what game we play, he always is the one with perspective for money making. He just stops the main quests or main storylines or something, and he just finds a way to make money. And then we all have money, so that's actually pretty nice. Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue with the MSQ. I didn't want to do any of the MSQ off stream today. Not that I have had time, but you know, I wouldn't do it even if I had time. I would have probably played Chocobo races because I need my MGP. Are you guys getting your MGP for September? I'm really excited. I know, Angry Cupcake. I know, but like it's about the journey. Like I just want it to be a journey. I just need to know that like if we do it, like, we're gonna be for it first, and then we're gonna, you know, take the matters into our own hands and just do it. I know the offer still stands, and I appreciate it, but we have to we have to do this ourselves, I think. I think it has to be a common goal and like a common effort, and we actually have some really motivated people who are leveling super fast, like Izzy is, and she's probably gonna make millions in no time. Izzy, I have faith in you. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not gonna expect you to grind gold for our house. If it falls down to that, I would do it. But like when we make the decision to go for a house, then we're gonna figure out some ways to get money. Also, Angry Cupcake, lovely to have you here tonight. Did I miss anyone's message? Hopefully not. Anyway, today I'm just gonna give you a quick recap or whatever that you already know. So we arrived to Ishgard, and there are two spoiled brothers whose bidding we have to do. And there are two types of biddings. One is for the older brother, and the other one is for the younger brother. So the older brother, whose questline we're doing right now, has sent us here to repair a castle. Journey will be getting the house, not money. Well, considering like all the clicking and stuff that you warned me about, you are probably correct, but isn't getting the money also a journey? Or maybe I'm just too naive and the money is actually not that big of a deal. I don't know. I've learned to really appreciate the money thing, so I'm just like, I don't know. And also I'm allergic to debts of any kind in my life. I've never ever gotten like a loan or anything like that from a bank because I'm always too afraid of these disasters that can happen, and then the bank just like waiting for you to, you know, to fall into some kind of trouble, and they're like, okay, let's talk about your options here. Like that's the scariest thing that can ever happen to me. So I just money is quite easy. Well, if it's easy, then I am quite confident that we'll make it work. Anyway, this is the guy who's Asmugan, thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna be lurking for a bit, might hop out for a bit and come back to the stream. In the meantime, have an amazing stream. Thank you for the super chat, thank you for sending your people over, and thank you for the support. You have been so kind and amazing, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yesterday I made 2.5 million. How do you make 2.5 million in a day? What do you do? Well, you did finish your main quest thing, so you can now do whatever you want. That's what I want to do as well, and I'm probably not going to get to it if I keep talking to you guys, but talking to you guys is contagious. Look at that guy on the fat bird. How do you get that fat bird? Stop! You're a sprout. Why do you have a fat bird? How does this sprout have a fat bird? Okay, that fat bird is, what's it called? I can't even see anymore. Oh, blasphemy. Never mind, we shall discover it at some point. It's like sometimes I see a person on a pretty mount and I'm like, I want that, but I don't know how, but I'm gonna discover. Oh, now we get silver pieces. Is this like the transition from like when you get like bronze and whatever from your what's it called? Like in WoW, when you start off getting like copper and silver, and now you're getting gold. Is this like the same thing? Am I gonna be seeing more of that? Because I sold all my. Oh, I didn't sell. Like this is the one that I got from a mission, but these aren't worth much. Like I just want to be making money. I'm trying to work on my retainers, but we'll see how that works out. Anywho, before you return to Falcon's Nest, the remote has a favor to ask. I also noticed that these quests are much quicker. I expected them to be as long as in the Realm Reborn, but they just don't seem to be. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Usador, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. See, this is the thing that I started being very afraid of in Final Fantasy. The fact that people are asking me to get packages for them and to meet someone and stuff like that. Like since the final quest of the Realm Reborn, where we got that vial, I think I'm suffering from a slight like PTSD when it comes to just like picking stuff up out of like pure fear that someone's gonna find me carrying something I'm not supposed to, but hopefully that's not gonna happen. It's a bit of detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Also, I have a question. When can I fly here? Because I noticed that I cannot fly here, and I did do a little bit of a spoiler for myself. Not a complete spoiler, but I saw that there's like a speed mount increase or something as a quest reward. Did I not pick up some quests that will allow me to fly, or is this meant to just like be a walking tour of a sort through Ishgard? Like, how does this work? Because I'm used to my wings and now I don't have my wings anymore and I feel very slow. I don't even know where to go. Okay, so we're supposed to actually go up there. I think we need to follow the road. Any reasonable person would. So yeah, do you know maybe about flying? You told me that there was something about like the ending of the expansion. Is it like at the very end that you get to fly, or am I in the wrong here?
Yeah, basically you have to finish MSQ for that expansion and then you get flying for those zones.
The Angry Cupcake says you need to collect all of the wind ether current things. Okay, so is that...
Oh, then I'm in the wrong, sorry.
No, but like, are these something that I can collect right now? Is that something I'm supposed to...
Yeah, I remember now. It's like the point of view spots on the region, like at the top of the cliff, at the top of the mountain, and somewhere around. They're usually pretty hard to climb up.
So basically I need to go to 4 spots in each zone and then it will happen, but I haven't discovered.
I don't know if there are 4, maybe there are more than that.
I don't know, like are these things somewhere where I haven't discovered yet?
Do you remember the Caucus was explaining that to us back at the CUM?
Back in like 2015?
Yeah, because it was out.
No, I don't remember that. I was a stupid little kid who played a lot of Hearthstone.
Yeah, but he was like really high that night, but he was explaining that to me, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like it, but like just leave me alone.
I don't remember that at all. Okay, I talked to a person. Like a weatherman person today in Ishgard. Does that have anything to do with this or not? Because if that's something that we can do straight away, I want to do it straight away so I can fly. But if there's more to be discovered in like the whole of this particular area, then I guess I have to wait. 10 spots plus finish the MSQ in the zone and some blue quests. Okay, so I guess we're gonna focus on MSQ then, and then as soon as I can do it, then I'll do it. But I'll look it up. Thank you for the info. I really appreciate it because we need to fly ASAP. What is that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Yeah, see, this is just this fishy feeling of handing over packages that she doesn't know she's about to receive and that we didn't know we were about to deliver. So that's pretty weird. Confounded, that fool of a... What a waste. No, she didn't actually say she said it was a gift, adventurer. Thermont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try and eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A high-born knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born mason in such a manner. Wait, what? Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Thermont. Oh, she was talking about me, okay. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sarah Redwald. Okay. Okay, apparently we are... Okay, I'm actually very happy to return to where there's the internet thing. It's very important. So I wonder when we'll actually be able to do this. Do I need to maybe get an achievement or something? I'm gonna look up the flying unlock quests after the stream. Today we're gonna walk. Today we're gonna enjoy the beautiful Ishgardian environment that makes me feel cold. I'm usually not a winter person. But I am okay, I also have another question. This is a bit random about the weather person that I was talking about. Basically, she told me like what the weather was gonna be like today or tomorrow or whatever. I thought it was like a Chocobo Keep or something like that, but it turned out not to be. What is that for? 10 ether current nodes in the zone, which you can find with the compass or look up the spots on Google Images. They're always in the same places. And then 5 quests and other currents provided by the MSQs. Okay, so basically the MSQ is gonna allow me to do it at some point, right? And the blue unlocks quest is a zone 2 out of 2. How many zones are there? There are 2 zones, right? And this is, I guess this is the first one? I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I must applaud your initiative. Ruth tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Atoriel included. Okay, so that's basically the prince, and I don't need any of this shit, so we're just gonna take the piece. 6 zones? Oh, okay. Okay, that broadens my perspective quite a bit. In times such as these, Sir Redwall is glad to have veterans like you to whom he can turn. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillamont said. Good. We have lost contact with the reconnaissance party sent north to River's Meet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune. I love these kind words that just mean like a lot of trouble. Misfortune is such a kind, beautiful word, but it's actually a lot worse than that. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim and has claimed the lives of many men. Like, if I had a choice, I would have probably never walked in here willfully. I guess they haven't really, we haven't walked into here willfully. We're just refugees, I suppose. As have fallen so deep into Final Fantasy, I'm afraid he is lost in the weebness. See, I don't actually feel like Final Fantasy is weeby. Like, some races and some, cultural aspects of it could be considered weeby, but I think since they have like their franchise based in both like Japan, and there's like also an NA based just kind of section of the company. I actually don't know how the structure of the company works, but I feel like the game is very well adapted to like the Western players. And I don't know if that was intentional, but I feel like it's a very soft weeb game in a way. I don't know, am I the only one? What do you guys think? To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Atoriel will be working together. Seek him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. Also, Nathanex, what is stopping you from playing Final Fantasy? I mean, you seem to be invested enough to at least visit the streams, so why not hop into it? I'm just this sleazy person, just spontaneously getting people to play the game. I'm horrible. It seems we've been assigned the area near Camp River's Meet, Mr. Strees. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of our many knights we're forced to abandon when we withdrew for Kerthas Western Highlands, one of many sacrifices we made in the wake of Calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There's but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. See, I think they took a lot of positive things from WoW, but you know what surprises me? The fact that WoW has introduced a feature like, let's say, Torghast. And I thought nothing of Torghast, because Torghast for me was just like a WoW feature or whatever. Oh, I have to walk there now. Awesome. Is there a way to not walk there? No, probably not. Okay. See, I thought nothing about Torghast, but then I discovered Palace of the Dead, which is like a better version of Torghast. And this is actually something that I'm going to touch on in tomorrow's video. Because I did go to Palace of the Dead, and I realized that it is impossible, statistically, theoretically, virtually impossible for them to have made Torghast without looking at the Palace of the Dead and how it was made. And Torghast, in comparison with Palace of the Dead, feels like a very poor attempt. And now I realize that WoW developers aren't actually afraid that their feature will not be played. I think I'm gonna be mean and say something that I honestly feel. I think that's a little bit of arrogance. It's like them wanting to introduce a feature like that, but not believing that that kind of feature actually works for other people because it's theirs. And then they make their own, and then they put up like soul ash and stuff like that you have to, get from Torghast. And then they basically ruin it, and it doesn't work. And then they're like, well, we knew it wasn't gonna work. And it's pretty much an abandoned fun feature. It's no longer fun, it's just like something you have to do. But if only they allowed it to stand alone as the Palace of the Dead does. Because like I said, it's the personality behind the channel that tells me, yeah, I know, but I was wondering, like, I don't know anything. Maybe you're not the game type or whatever, maybe you don't like playing, but I'm glad to have you around nevertheless. And if you enjoyed the story, that's all the better. Devs needed to play Cataclysm and Pandaria mid-development. Yeah, and they took the best stuff. They took the best stuff out of them, and they made something, something of their own that has been a miracle, and it's worked out. And I think they're just like, phew, this worked. This would not work. This would not work the second time if we tried it. And I think they're very much aware of that. There below us, camp, rivers meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below would make short work of us. I love that phrase. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Okay, I think he's also trying to, in some funny little way, show us the environment, and I'm gonna try to appreciate that and try to actually learn where it is that I'm going, even though we're not flying. And on a scale between Skyrim and Genshin Impact, FF14 is not super weeby. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was weeby. Like, I have I don't know what the cultural thing is with like weeby things. I don't know if people see it in a bad way or not. But when I say weeby, it doesn't have a negative connotation for me at all. But I do unapologetically watch anime, and I do not mind Japanese-based content. So you could say that I'm used to content that is a lot more weeby than Final Fantasy. So for me, Final Fantasy is very soft when it comes to that. Weeb light. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it is. That's it from my mother Asmokan. That's fine. I'm gonna take it my own way. If the Reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Rivers Meet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. I love how we just arrived here and we're already like neck deep into their schemes and mysteries and whatnot, and he is just trying really hard to have us go through all these regions that I would rather fly over, but I guess we need to discover the map somehow. Yeah, for me, weeby is fine, and even the more weeby things of Final Fantasy are okay, because I see nothing bad with it. Just like you said, I wish I had more time to actually commit to, let's say, reading like mangas and comic books and stuff, but I'm at the point of my life where I don't have a lot of time, so I mostly consume content visually and through audio. So books, like I love reading, but books have been replaced by audiobooks, just some other stuff that I would normally just like take and read, I now watch and listen to through like YouTube and stuff. So, oh, there are more pressing matters at hand. Oh, okay, so this is actually our minion. Or is this person's minion? That's fine. We're just gonna deal with both. Yeah, sorry? Oh yeah, I think actually that's automatic. Also, wait, I don't even see it here. I don't see it here. Also, Christina, thank you for joining as a member. I don't know why it hasn't popped up for me. It popped up on your guys' screen, which I can see now, but I'm not seeing it on my notifications. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, let me see the viewer activity. How does that even happen without me noticing? No, I just don't see it. It's just not popping up here. That is so strange. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank you, Fury. I thought no one would come. Oh, poor man. What happened here? These heretics slain and one knight saved just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Miss Reese. Indeed I do. What happened here, sir? Is it sir or sire? How do you even say this word? Get a compass to find Aether Current soon, then you can start unlocking flight in zones. Okay, so basically they're gonna do a little bit of hand-holding and guide me through it.
Is it written like...
Sorry, what?
S-I-R or S-I-R-E?
S-E-R.
Sire.
Sire? Okay, I said sir. It's like, but this guy is a prince. He wouldn't call him sir. Like, why would he do that? And I'm not even sure they call each other sir. He told me, I think, miss or something like that. That felt kind of flattering. No offense. To be called miss in a game. I don't get called miss a lot anymore. At least not by people who know me, because why would they? But, you know, it's still nice to hear it from time to time. We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. That's what he says. Not but white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us with naked steel in their hands. So they're not dragons. I thought these guys only get attacked by dragons. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, they were shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide where the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, I probably shouldn't roleplay that. It probably just sounds really bad, but I have to. The heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must... That's what he said. Have faith, sire. Justice will be done. But first, we must see you to safety. And please don't clip that. I'm a furious blizzard. Wait, what? Furious at Blizzard, or what do you mean? Or did I read a Furious Blizzard and already forget about it in a quest? But it's actually a nice way to call yourself, I have to admit that. Okay, so I guess we're off to find these heretics. Oh, we know her. Okay, Lord Tutorial seems loath to forego any opportunity to locate the heretic's hiding place. Why did they put her on this thing if she doesn't have anything to do with that? She probably does have something to do with that. We're about to discover that. Sorry, I talked too fast. Quick question, what country you're from? Can't pinpoint that accent. Oh, yeah. People can never pinpoint my accent because my accent is not normal. This is not the way you will hear people speak because, yeah, I learned, like, I'm from Serbia, but you won't hear people from over here speaking like that because I learned, like, school English at my school, and then I spent 1 year living living in the United States, in Illinois. So there's a little bit of that, and then when I came back, I had a long distance relationship with an Irishman, and those were like long Skype, you know, sessions and whatnot, and I'm still physically unable to say car. I say car, and just I have like these few weird words that I say that are not characteristic for an American speaking person or whatever. And then I had some British friends who I also spent a lot of time talking to, so I say some things in a bit of a no, I don't listen to Serbian music at all. I pretty much, not that I boycott it, I just ignore its existence completely. I don't like it. But yeah. Anyway, my accent is a little bit weird. So yeah, that's what you guys are in for.
You listen to Serbian rap.
What?
You listen to Serbian rap. A bit.
A bit, like when there's a good song or something like that. Yeah, I'm a secretly rap hip hop person while I'm folding my laundry and cooking lunch. That's my choice of music, apparently. Lord Tutorial since low to okay. It's very fluent, impressive. Thank you. I spent a lot of time like talking in English, and I know this is not something that would normally be supposed to be influencing me, but I mean, we listen to like American and English cartoons a lot because we're actually in the process of moving to Canada. And we're just waiting for our visa application to go through because of the corona and everything. Like the process has just been taking a long time. But we're trying to teach our toddler both English and Serbian. And I think we did too good of a job because now he mostly responds in English. So if we ever not move to Canada and we have to like remain here and explain to people why our kid says, you know, English words instead of Serbian, even though he understands both, but I think he is a little bit on the more of the English side of things, and yeah, I think our family thinks we're insane, but that's pretty much what we're doing. I was a giant basketball player. Oh, it's not even music; it's basketball. Well, I think that goes to show how much I watch basketball and listen to our music. I just, for some reason, I assumed it was music. I don't know why. I'm sorry. If you're moving to Canada, you're just north of me. You're from the States, right? Or I think you're from a British person myself. You speak it better than some people here. Thank you. I know it's a mixture of like a lot of stuff, but I try to not worry about it too much. This is by far the voice actress that Final Fantasy needs. Oh wow, that actually warms my heart the way I didn't think it was possible. Thank you. I never considered myself a voice actress person, but I do love these narrative sessions that we have. I can't even say questing because, as you can see, my questing is very casual. Oh, from DS Maine is the state. I never went to Maine. I never went to a lot of states actually, so that doesn't say a lot. I went to like a few of them. I went to New York, went to Washington, like the cities. I can't even like name all the states, I don't think. And I went to St. Louis, and I was in Illinois. Like during that time of the year, that's where I went to high school. And I went to a few more where we had like these alumni meetings or whatever, so no one ever comes here. Why? He has a right of it. Whatever remains of the Heritage Trail will be gone in next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I quest so slowly that the snow must have just covered the tracks already. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretics Trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair fort, but be sure to leave me some clear footprints. That's great. I'm sure he's gonna see us do it, and he's gonna be like, oh, she found them. She's just gonna fight them for me. I still don't trust this guy, but we'll see. I don't know if I can get myself attached to him, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. I'm expecting betrayal on every corner now. I'm very paranoid. But we'll see. We're known for lobster and Stephen King. Yeah, as a vegetarian, I probably wouldn't know wouldn't appreciate the country for their lobsters. For Stephen King. Well, Stephen King I would appreciate. The considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Thank you. Thank you for sending me off to danger. Rest assured we will not be far behind, and we thank you. Yeah, I never got asked if I wanted to do it. And just imagine this poor Chocobo being like, is this really the place where we have to spend our time now? Like, how did this Chocobo ever deserve this amount of winter, you know? When the paladin guy, quest guy betrayed me, I was so sad. Me too. Like that was actually legitimately heartbreaking, and the paladin questline is so good. Like I'm sure the other ones are, and the paladin one is the only one that I had done so far. But still, it was bad. Like I just wanted to kick him in the shins so badly. Oh, you're the most northeastern state in the U.S. Okay, it's pretty much no one comes here. Northeast. Okay, but you like what's next to your state? I don't even know. I'm sorry, I don't know your map. I spent a lot of time there, yet I never actually managed to. It's like the best class quest line. Is what I wanted to say. Anyway, I want to do Dark Knight, and that is something that I've been wanting to play since I started Final Fantasy, and that is what I'm hoping to replace my Pally with. So that is the ocean. This is your neighbor. Track continues to the north. Okay, yeah, well, let's go north, I suppose. Oh, I can still see my socks from over here. Okay, fine. So we are legitimately. Oh, man's unavailable in this location. Okay, so basically we're doing a duty where. So they're just like sending me off into the unfamiliarness. Can you say unfamiliarness? That's probably not a word. Unfamiliarity. That sounds better. To miss you unlocking Dark Knight, I just hopped on. Welcome, SK. I'm gonna. Do I say SK or can I say like Sky or something like that? Because that's probably just gonna roll off my mount at some point. No, I haven't unlocked it yet. I don't even know how to do it. So right now, I'm just very inappropriately dressed for this winter, trying to find some heretics that are ruining my Ishgard exploration experience because they are They're messing with the wrong people. SK is fine. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call you. Asmongold got into Heavensward yesterday and started Dark Knight even before doing an MSQ. Asmo is probably someone I'm gonna have to stop watching for the time being until I catch up with the quests. And where in the world am I supposed to be going? Find a heretic's hiding place. Like, they're not even telling me where it is. I should probably go back and like try to search for it. How am I to find it? I don't even know, and I can't mount. They sent me like on a goose chase. Like, am I going in the wrong direction? I probably ran past some oh, I was supposed to follow footprints. I'm so distracted. Anyway, let's go back and follow those footprints. I wasn't looking down there. I was trying to find like a reasonable place on the map. Oh, suspicious footprints. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, now I know what I need to follow. Sometimes I'm too distracted to quest properly. Sorry about that. So this is 3 sets of footprints in the snow. Yeah, now I'm starting to become aware of that. But that's okay. It's fine. We have half an hour to do this, and it's not like my questing was too fast. And yeah, it just feels wrong to start with the Dark Knight before at least doing like a chunk of MSQ that will at least allow me to fly while I'm doing the quest. But I don't know, maybe his desire burns stronger than mine, although I've been wanting to play the Dark Knight for a very long time now. And I even bought the gold saucer weapon. Do you know, like the Senor, what's it called, the Sabatender's spiked rod? I am so, what?
Show them.
I don't have it here. It's in my armor thing for the glamour, because my chat has graciously taught me to actually. Why is he leaving? No! Stop it! Stop it! React! React! React to my provocation. Is that the way you say it in English? Probably. That's how we say it in Serbian, at least. They normally get flight in each zone, right as the MSQ moves on to the next zone. I see. Me with Dark Knight is like me with Gunbreaker. Don't kill him, let him run. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it would be fun. But apparently we need to follow him, so... I don't think I can even kill him. Spineless Heretic. I love his name. His name is true. He's running away from a girl with the gold saucer, sword, and armor. Like, how spineless can you actually get? Look at me. I'm not even that threatening. I look like I just came from like like the gambler's secret party where we quietly celebrate our Lord and Master Sabatender. And I just got called here to just like check out this weird mystery and goose chase that we're on, and he's running away from me like I'm scary. I'm not that scary. Wait! Wait! Come back! Come back! Do not abandon me! Do not abandon me. I'm not a very fast move. Oh my god, he took me to the base, and now we're gonna have a shit ton of trouble here. Amazing. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. If I'm missing the chat, I'm sorry. I have to noob tank these boys or girls, whoever you are. Well, at least, you know what? I don't think we can ever fail a duty because we're like 5 levels higher than what we're supposed to be. So I don't think there's a duty that we can fail. Oh, we're scaled to 52. Never you mind. Never you mind. We indeed can fail this. Maybe. I'm not sure how this goes. Okay. Ah! Nope. Are you healing? Are you seriously healing? Where's the... Yeah, he's healing. Because there's a cane waving heretic that we should have probably... Okay, cane waving or spell waving? What do we want to kill first? This one looks like a healer. This one was casting green stuff, and from my druid experience in WoW, when you see someone casting green stuff, you kill him. Straight away. And this one is probably, something, yeah, something close to, well, he's a caster. He's fine. Without his healer, we're okay. So he courageously took me to his base and doomed all of his comrades because he was too afraid to face me. If he faced me and if he died there and then, we would have he would have never gotten into the situation of his base getting discovered because it's so deep in the snow that no one would even bother coming here. Like okay, movie time? I love cinematics in Final Fantasy. Like, you never go too long without a good cinematic. It's such a good experience. Okay, who this? Oh, the picture did have something to do with her. I have a personal grudge against her. She is not a very nice lady. My shield and my sword turns on in the cinematic. That is crazy. Looking for, yeah, I guess so. Look at me. Look at how I glow. It's so good. Oh, my little guy is here as well. Oh, that's actually her guy.
A child who glimpsed the truth.
Who's he talking about? Who are you talking about? She does have some sort of beauty to her, but... Okay, so he's on our side, apparently. Okay. No, don't go there.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou.
Does that mean we own him now instead of her?
Gifts, yet set upon different paths.
I don't think we have the gift anymore. We don't know where Heidelin is. She just freaking abandoned us. To be
true. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
Okay, and what are you doing with your echo? You're ruining everyone's life here.
Visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things. Once the calamity...
Is the sound okay? Can you guys hear this properly?
The land turned against us. And in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 falls of ice
What?
and snow.
Yeah, it's all good.
We had no
Is it
choice
too quiet?
to flee for Ishgard.
No, that's me speaking.
Yeah, they're
And while we
quite,
searched
They're too
our way
quiet?
through, there was an
quite
avalanche.
quiet.
I'll turn them up. Sorry about that.
So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr.
Hraesvelgr. I don't think I'll ever be able to say this properly.
It was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
Okay, I don't necessarily think she's in the wrong. She's like, to bring dragon and man together as they once were. When was that? Because I don't know a single... Like, I'm not claiming I know anything about the Final Fantasy lore. But, like, when was this thing? I still can't, don't feel bad. Wait, you can't hear this, like, how is this possible? I'm gonna turn it up even more. And I will turn it down on my own headphones because I can hear it way too loudly. And I'll just increase the sound of it like this so you can hear, and I'll tweak the volume settings in game so you can actually start hearing the quests once and for all. Into more mythology, this is quite interesting. I think everything about this is actually interesting, regardless of whether I'm into it or not. But I'm just wondering, like, I'm not necessarily against her. She just has some principles that literally no one else believes in, and that's the thing. Like, no one is on her side. Yeah, she has some sort of story to her, and she believes that this is the right thing, and she speaks of peace. And, like, these other things, which makes me just question our side a little bit, and I guess that's what it's meant to happen. What we said, killing civilians won't bring them together. What of the innocents who died when you attacked Foundation? Well, let's ask her a question. That seems like we're gonna get a better answer, or at least an answer to begin with.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It's beyond my control.
Okay, well, I can see how these things can get out of control, but
Saw their loved ones slaughtered.
total fear disguised who saw their loved ones slaughtered. So they mean like people on the ground?
Onions, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
And die, and their children
Okay, this dragon is a lot louder, actually.
are everlasting. To us, then is as now.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
Is she also human? Like, is she also kind of mortal? Or I don't know. Like, she doesn't really seem human, even though she.
Saint or savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored.
See, this is what's confusing me the most. She speaks of peace and like all these things.
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Is she talking about me or what? We actually went on to fight her and she forgives us for that. She doesn't seem angry that we went ahead and beat her, you know, master or whatever she is. Huh. Okay, let's fix the volume if they are to allow us to do that now. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm just a little bit worried because like the raids and trials and stuff, they are a lot louder than this, and that might just rip your ears. He just left us alone to just like go ahead and fight his battles. Mr. Just praise alone you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could. Yeah, I don't yet trust you, but I see we are too late. I don't trust anyone anymore. I hope I'm yelling at him right now for abandoning us. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped. We must not let that detract from our accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. I hope so. Okay, let's do this. Okay, character is this what? No. Okay, system, volume. Let me see this. Okay, well we can do master volume voice. Okay, here's the voice. Okay, voice we're gonna turn up a little bit. Okay, and hopefully they're not gonna be yelling at us too much. Background music, I think all of this is fine. We can increase the master volume a little bit. If this is too loud at any point, just let me know because I'm gonna... What is this? Bass. Ooh, we can have bass and voice. Are we gonna change this? Yeah, let's do this. We'll see how this works out for us. Okay, let's improve our listening experience. Okay, if this is too loud, I just need to know. Can you just check a little bit? Like either through headphones or something like that if it's too loud. Like there's background music, but the voices are also gonna be in question. Establishing an outpost in so remote
I can
looking...
hear you, but that's it.
What?
They're silent, I can't.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I wanted to put it on bass as a joke. So if it's bothering you, if you think it's a little bit different, we're gonna turn it off. I just want to do it for the laughs a little bit to just see what it sounds like. But I doubt we will even notice it. But we'll see. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Alright. So, nice be not proud. Lord Artorial would rather not linger without cause. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across moons of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. That actually sounds so good. But like the occasions in my life on which I have sat like next to a warm fire and been like, okay, this is like the real tavern experience or something. Like, this is a pity. It doesn't happen a lot in life that someone just like offers you that and that you get to like sit like next to a fire with like warm cocoa or something. You just like stare through the window. Is that okay? For those of you who have been to Canada or who are in the mood of getting stereotypical, is that something I can expect at any point in Canada? Because it's a cold country. Like, does that ever happen on any occasion that you get offered to sit by the fire and drink cocoa? Because if so, I can start looking forward to it. Okay, we're gonna see how the voice works, or not. Lord Tutorial, Mr. Trees, full glad I am to see you both hale and healthy. What news? I don't know, I think the music can be slightly better if we just put it on bass. We'll see. Bass. How do you say that? I'm probably saying it wrong. You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury. I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Tutorial, may it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortemps? No, it's probably not Fortemps. Do you know, like, one of my most embarrassing moments in the States was when I went to St. Louis. I was in a zoo, and there was like a zoo shop where I bought something, and I had a little chat with the cashier. And I was like at the very beginning of my stay in the States. And they were like, oh, where are you from? Where do you live now? And I said Illinois with an S at the end. And I got the strangest stare that I've ever gotten in my whole entire life. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to say Illinois. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Like, that glare that I got is something that I will for sure remember forever and will never repeat that mistake again. Offer to people whose car has crashed just inside our property, but I don't know what our neighbors to the north think of that. Wait, you have people crashing in front of your property? Where do you live, man? Like, what kind of road do you have in front of your house if this is an occurrency? Oh wow. Okay, we may serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortemps could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. I think we need to turn the air conditioning down a little bit because I'm starting to get cold and I'm about to start sneezing. Like my cold is kicking in. During your short time with us, you and Mr. Reese have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. About 30 minutes from the nearest town. Oh wow. Well, I mean, that can either be really bad because you never, get to see people, but it can also be really good because you never get to see people. So it just depends on like which side you err on. I would have loved that. although for a person who doesn't enjoy the company of many people, I do like cities for some reason. Like, I like seeing all those people and not really knowing about them. I think for me it's either a busy city where I can just look at all the strangers and never interact with them, or it's the place where I actually see no one. Where we're living right now, I think I feel the worst because we still get to interact with people as we have neighbors, and everyone just feels like they're entitled to just like know everything about you, and you have to tell them everything about yourself, and they tell you things about them that you may not want to know. So it's like a place full of really tight interaction with not a lot of people, and that makes them want to get close to you, and that is just weird. But since I dyed my hair green, a lot less people talk to me, so that's good. Love it out here. Nearest neighbor is 10 minutes away. I mean, as long as you love it, that is great. Essentially in the forest. So my next question is probably just very invasive, but like, do you get like, I don't know, do you have like wild animals around your house or something? Because people keep warning me about that in Canada, and I don't know how real the stories are about like bears and like mooses and stuff like that. Is that an actual thing in like forests? Do you actually have like, I don't know, means to like defend yourself or something? I'm not assuming like where you live or anything like that. I'm just genuinely wondering because I have no clue. We thank you for your hospitality. Okay. And then we Coyotes, lynx, bears, moose, like all of that lives next to your house. Do you ever go out? Like, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd probably, I don't know, try to find a safe spot where I can, I don't know, maybe take some photos or something like that. But like going out, fishers are the worst if you have chickens. What? Fishers? Like, not fishermen. Not fishermen. I instantly thought of fishermen, but I was like, what do they have to do with chickens? What are fishers? Get all the time, but my family hunts. Oh, I see. So, if you have kids in that kind of area, do you just like let them roam around, or are there any like safe precautions or something like that you have to like teach them or something like that, or can they go out? Oh, fishing is a giant wild ferret. Oh, I see. It's like calling what?
What's a ferret?
La sisa.
Oh.
A murderous weasel. I see. So essentially the Steve Irwin of the North America. Like, I don't know, like, people keep telling me that I'm moving into this kind of country, but at the same time, being that I'm a city person more than anything, like city with little to no interaction, which are basically big cities where no one is minding your business, that's the ideal environment for me, because the presence of people I don't know makes me feel less lonely, but I feel even worse when I have to talk to them. Is that normal? Like, do people usually feel like that? Like, I'm not sure if that's okay to feel, but anyway, this is the way we have to go. This map is a funny looking one. What was I gonna say? I had a thought and now it's gone. I wanted to ask something more about your environment. Now I'm a bit anxious about this. I think even more anxious because Philip and I started watching the Zoo show on Netflix. It is one of the probably the best setups that I've ever seen what's the word for the type of the show that it is? Like when you're talking about like an alternate reality, it's not really an alternate reality, it's more of a...
It's like a apocalyptic dystopian.
Kind of dystopian, but it's not well, it is apocalyptic. It's turning into apocalyptic. We didn't know it would, but it did.
Yeah.
What? Well, I mean, you kind of... Okay, I should have gone that way. Can I...
mean, animals are rebelling against the people, it's the end of the world.
Well, I guess it is an apocalypse. Where, like, yeah, essentially, the point of the show is that animals have had enough and they're turning against people, and even those, like, peaceful animals and stuff, they now have a mind of their own, and they are not to be messed with anymore, and then they start mutating and gaining abilities and stuff. It is actually a really, really good show. It's a highly recommended watch. I have to talk to him to enter, right? Shall I show you inside the matter? This is very weird. Like, it's very non-intuitive that I have to talk to him to get inside. The thing to keep in mind, predators are afraid of humans for the most part. But isn't the thing about predators that, like, when they're afraid, they attack? Regardless of the fact that they're afraid, they still have, like, claws and stuff. As long as you accompany your kids in the forest, they're very safe. With me, I doubt it. Like, I don't know. Like, I would only accompany them in a car if I knew how to ride a car, because I'm not a driver. So
Drive a car.
yeah, I don't own a car. I don't know how to drive a car. So, you know, Mr. Teresa, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding your beggar believe. But Halfron swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. As he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Wait. Half-brother? Halfrond is his half-brother? So basically the king had another wife? They do have like some similar. I hope I'm not mistaken. I hope that's the character he's talking about. But I didn't like. I don't know if they mentioned it before that they're half brothers. Only if cornered like us, they don't seek out what they are afraid of. I suppose not. I suppose not. And I guess until a world where the zoo show comes to life, you probably have nothing to worry about. And you're a gamer, so you probably expose yourself to way less of, you know, an uncomfortable circumstance of being attacked than, you know, most people. But the people who expose themselves probably do know how to, you know, just deal with that kind of stuff. So I guess you win or win in that situation. Is there an animal that you're personally afraid of? Like in that kind of environment? Is there something that you would not want to face even though they're afraid of you and they wouldn't want to face you? Like I'm not sure about moose. Like moose just, you know, seems like an animal that is very, peacefully presented as someone who just like helps the Santa and stuff. Like people don't think badly about moose, but like moose scares me on a very just different level. Exactly. Like I wasn't wrong, was I? Like I would never want to face moose. I'd rather face a wolf than a moose probably, because for a wolf I kind of know what I'd rather deal with a bear. Yeah, there are animals that are less scary than moose, but mooses are like, I don't even know what they do, but like, God forbid you're like somewhere near them and like near their, you know, whatever their hitbox is, where they can just like knock you back. It's so scary. So Julie, listen, because of all his wisdom, crush trucks? Seriously? Like, is that how strong they are? Yeah, moose are terrifying. Exactly. This is a moose-fearing chat. For sure. And probably for a good reason. I never even, like, saw a moose in its natural environment. I only saw a moose, like, I don't even think I saw it in a zoo. I saw something similar, but I don't think we even have them. Do we have moose? We don't have mooses here. No, they would just die here. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was... Wait... Mother hated him, of course. Oh, so the king had an affair, and that's how Halfrond was born. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. This is like the Game of Thrones setup, where you have the lady Catelyn and like Jon Snow. So he's their Jon Snow, I suppose. To be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea, an honored guest of House Fortemps, my new comrade in arms, Halfrond's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a task, but a part of me hoped that you would fail? What is wrong with you? What is actively wrong with you? Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Halfrond had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine of own weakness, but I will not doubt you again. On that you have my word. Imagine him being responsible for like the fall of the hero of Eorzea. Like that would be so bad. If you hit a moose with your car, you'll be fucked and the moose will walk away fine. Really? I didn't know that. I don't know how you know that, but I'm inclined to believe that because I have this natural fear of mooses that I've never even seen. They would kill themselves to crush a truck. Seen it myself. Really? What I tell most people is this: don't see a moose and think big deer. See them and think massive bull or ox. Yeah, massive bull sounds like a reason to be afraid. And I read a story recently that was translated to Serbian, but it was on our news. It was like gaming news, and I'll explain why. I don't know if it was in Canada or America or whatever. There was a boy who was with his sister, like out where probably they weren't supposed to be, and they saw a moose. And basically, he was a World of Warcraft player. Like he just started World of Warcraft, and he played Hunter. And he basically told his sister he told his sister to run home, that he would distract them, and he remembered how taunt works, as in like a tank ability or whatever, and he started distracting the moose, and then he decided to feign death, like actually just lay on the ground and act as if he was dead, and somehow he lived to tell the tale. Do you know how incredible that is? Like, he literally feigned death the moose, and the moose just walked away, and his sister got home safe. Like, it was actually, like, on the legitimate news, and they had the interviews and pictures and everything. Like, isn't that just freaking weird how WoW saved someone's life? Like, what? Blading Hoveround had the right of it all along. Did I doubt your strength? Okay, we read that. Aw, he's even doing his little bow after he tried to kill us. That is great. Okay, I don't actually know a lot about materia. I know I should probably start using it at some point, but I just haven't been doing that at all. Okay, so we are done with... Wait, do we have another quest with him, or are we off to the other brothers' quests? I think we're at the... that can work, but they will crush your skull if they step on you, so that was risky. It was very risky, but like he said later on that he didn't know what else to do, and he was like, from what he said, he was prepared to die for his sister, and he's like 11 years old and sister is 7. Like, how are you ready to die at 11? Like, what? It's so weird. Like, at 11, I don't know, like, I was not ready to die, for sure. Okay, what is this? Onwards and upwards. Oh, okay. So basically, this is our quest now. I think we are done with one of the brothers, and now we're gonna go and quest for the other one. I think this should be the right way to go. Like, I don't understand. Maybe the moose was just like, I'll let this stupid kid go, but I doubt that they go. I doubt that they do that. Like, why would he just, like, let it go? Mount's unavailable. I keep trying to mount. Need to get used to the fact that I'm actually in the city. So basically, the younger brother sent us to get, like, a ferry ticket or something. I don't actually remember the quest that we took, but that's when I didn't realize I would be taking the quest for both of them. Oh, is this the same costume that I bought? Oh, this guy has a piglet as well. Today I spent 100,000 MGP on this exact costume. Look at how good of a costume it is. Like, when I go into raiding for real, this is what I'm gonna wear. I've made my decision, but I have that now, and I'm very happy. Very, very happy. The boy stopped presenting a threat and had no need to pursue him. Yeah, it's just, like, what I keep wondering is, like, what stage the moose was in to just be like, you know, I'm gonna let this little dumbass go. I mean, he probably thought that, like, I don't know if he thought it was dead, or he just, like, decided, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I was supposed to purchase a ferry ticket, but where's the... Oh, airship ticketer. Excuse me for not seeing your big-ass blue quest. Here we go. Are you leaving ready to depart, madam? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Is there, like, a pet animal that you can't have or shouldn't have? Because there might be animals nearby that can interact with it. Like chickens, I guess. Chickens are kind of a necessary pet, I guess, if you eat eggs from them or if you, like, eat them or whatever. But, like, is there maybe, like, a type of dog that you shouldn't be having, or, you know, any kind of animal that will just, like, draw them or interact negatively with them, so it would, like, bring you into danger? Or am I just, like, getting too deeply into these thoughts? Now I'm very interested in what your life looks like. Because I mean, we don't know where we're gonna move yet, and I know that Canada has urban areas, but I'm mentally just preparing myself to be in the not-urban area.
Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home.
I'm a renegade prodigy. I like that. It's better than Maw Walker. A lot better. I don't want to be a Maw Walker anymore. Never again.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds. A frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost within the
This is
sea of
beautiful.
clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged
Can you
shadows,
hear the voice now
she came.
when I turned it up? By owls, falcons, foxes, and fishers. Yeah, these things, now that I've settled with the mental image of your surroundings, they don't sound as bad. I know that, like, in Illinois, like, when we would go anywhere by car, I know that, like, deer were in a real danger for us, because, like, deer apparently, like, when you hit it, it breaks, like, your whole front part of the car. And I never thought that would happen. Like, the only deer... What? Sorry, what?
It's kind of...
Oh, it's still low? Oh, we'll fix that. I'm trying to actually have this work for you guys as well. So we're gonna turn up the voice also. Okay, here we go. This is good, but background... Oh, voice is good, but background music is still low. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna turn the voice down a little bit and background music a bit up. Okay, I think this should be better. Sound effects, they're like spell effects. I don't want them to... Okay, I think this should be okay. And performance, I don't think we necessarily need that. Okay, here we go. The audio is fine. Okay, well, if it's too loud at any point, or if there's anything that's bothering you guys, just let me know, because I do want the perfect settings. The more civilization around you, the less even those are at risk. I guess so. And as I was talking about deer, like, for me, the only, like, mental image of a deer was, like, Bambi's mom. Like, I didn't know what a deer was. And, I mean, I knew what a deer was, but I never knew, like, what kind of danger it could pose. And, like, I don't know if I don't know if I would be comfortable seeing it, because I don't know if they were scared of us. I assume they're scared of us, but, like, if they're crossing the road and you hit them and they can break your minivan, like, that's a lot of, you know, that's a lot of deer to worry about. I mean, we have animals here as well. They just don't actively roam around, I suppose. We scare them away. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. Balmy? What does balmy mean? And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong silent persona all of the time, you know? Yeah, I never heard myself talk. Do we ever get to talk? Never mind, we need to find Lady Lenya. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, when we find her, just follow my lead. Yes, excellent. Okay, so basically this is the younger brother, who also has a quest chain. So we're gonna go and do... deer are afraid of us, but... most annoying speed bump around these parts. That's terrible. Walking around all the time in straight cars more often and effectively than a monster truck. Yeah, like, the only time I actually heard about someone hitting a deer was when I was in high school, and there was a girl who was late for a class, and she walked in like mid through the class, and she was like, "Sorry, I'm late, I hit a deer." And, like, no one even, like, reacted to it, and basically they're like, the teachers, I know that they offered help, like, with their car and stuff, and she said that it was only, like, cracked or something, that she would deal with it when she gets home. But it was weird to me how no one reacted to the fact that she just hit a wild animal and lived to tell the tale. But apparently you do live to tell the tale. I don't know much about that stuff, but I'm a quick learner apparently. It's scary. It's just, to me, it used to be unimaginable until I moved to States. Okay, we read that. Okay, so we're gonna go and see someone. Can we ride here? It's incredibly common. Yeah, for me it was weird. For me, it was very weird, and I think people thought I was weird because I thought that was weird. Well, I mean, to be honest, people who knew where I was from, they kind of assumed that in my country, we are a danger to animals and ourselves and whatnot, because people kept asking me when I moved to States, like, they had no idea where Serbia was, and some people asked me if, like, we were, I don't know, the one to be blamed for World War II, and then some people asked me if we have shoes in Serbia, like if my first shoes were bought in the States, and some people asked me if I ever saw a PC before coming to the States, and some people asked me if we eat dogs here. And I just said I was a vegetarian, so I don't know what they thought about that. Maybe they thought that we do eat dogs, that I don't eat them, but I was too tired of these questions, so I was just like, no, I'm vegetarian, I don't eat them. And for the record, we don't eat dogs here. I don't know anyone who does. If they did eat dogs, they'd probably get in trouble or something. Like the questions people have asked me, now that I'm starting to remember, I'm like, I don't think they even considered animals to be a danger of any kind here. See, that's the worst part. Those were people from my class who knew that Serbia was different to Siberia, and they knew very well they were two different things. I think they thought Serbia was even, like, I don't know, worse. I can't say worse because I don't know a lot about Siberia, and I don't base my beliefs upon like their, like the stereotypes and whatnot. So I'd rather say I don't know than assume something about them that may not be true. Mrs. Reese, welcome. I am Sir Leniath de Helenard, commander of the forces stationed here in Cloudtop. Strange though it might sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I'm in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. What? Were it not for you, my younger brother Frankel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Oh, it was her brother! Oh, I see. Yeah, it is cold. Like, I hate that I learned about Siberia through movies, because movies never tell the truth. Like, movies say such horrible things about Serbia, and some movies are not far from the truth, but like a lot of them, I don't know, present us as some massive, I don't know, human eaters or something like that. But I'm joking around. Actually, that was the person who later on got enrolled into Harvard. So he was dead serious when he asked these questions, and I could not believe his ignorance because, well, he asked most of these questions because he tried to act genuinely curious and smart about things and stuff, and he was not the joking type. He actually was like, let's ask her some questions. And yeah, we didn't really talk much after that. As soon as I met sound, I have long dreamed. Okay, executed. Oh, we saved her brother because her brother was accused to be a heretic. I remember. See, this is the great thing about this game. It just makes you remember things. It's not like, oh, we went through this quest and like we never thought about it again. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus I've been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of alone, I've been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, and to call upon her generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I've done to deserve this double blessing. And the brother told us to just like stay behind and follow his lead, and I think we have more merit here than him, apparently. Gets minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit here, minus 45 Celsius. That is so cold. That is so cold. It's a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Laniet. You cut an elegant figure as always. Oh, that's why he wanted us to stay behind, so he could flirt with this knight. A steel-clad rose, equally at home on battlefield or in a ballroom. That's so sleazy. Like, what? Lord Amelin, if it's not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Mistress Reese. Ha ha ha! Way to go, girl! Oh, I think Siberia gets around minus 60 degrees Celsius, right? The cold. Like, I heard minus 60 to 75 is the range. The coldest ever, like, winters and areas have gotten to those extremes. I know about that info, but I know that they're average. Not average, but like when it's cold, when it's really cold, it gets to around minus 60. It is -40 to -60 is like their standard, I think, like summer to to winter or something like that. But it did get at one point -75. I don't know when I checked it, but I did check it. It was established to provide early warning of impeding. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impeding Dravenian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, you may have... Are there any good dragons? Like, all of these dragons seem like assholes. Alas, as you may have noticed, is currently going under repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, with whom we had several skirmishes already. And I guess they're also going to have a good faction for us to do the reputation with. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. Ah, he's so young and naive and wants to hit on all the girls. He's horrible. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Mr. Shrees. That's fine. That's all good. Like, he needs to stop embarrassing himself. I'm embarrassed for him. Like, it's so sleazy. It is so... Ugh. I don't like these men. Okay. Alright, an indispensable ally. Lady Lanyard knows all too well what must be done to ensure that your time spent in Count Comtop is not for nothing. While I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. And she doesn't think too highly of him, and I can totally understand it. Like, the guy who comes over to your work post and sends you, like, blows kisses at you, it's just, oh, it's so creepy. Reminds me of, you know, stuff. Tell him that I would like to keep him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Amalian from shirking his duty. I guess doing his duty. I don't know. Shirking. Yeah. Request from Lanyard. Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few yawns away. You disgusting, sleazy little man. She doesn't want to talk to you. And now I'm starting to see you for who you are. Oh, never mind. What is it? What will you say? A mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Roam about and keep an eye out for anything unusual. Well, I guess it's important for him to do this. A mission? Yes, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. And I'm sure he means that lady and not us. Which is fine. Ooh. Okay. Honora, I don't know. Mr. Shrees, I don't believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honora, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Melon. He needs to be called Melon because I can't read this name. Main issue with the 2-point-something quest is how you all use go places, talk to people. There's basically no actual fighting. Oh, yeah, you're gonna go through a lot of talking until the quests finish, because I think that, like, the patches, the younger brothers, he kind of is. He, in the light of, like, the recent, you know, Blizzard events and stuff, these kind of men just additionally creep me out, and now I'm able to identify that behavior in other environments as well, and I'm just like, oof. I think it's because they are meaning to set up the finale of the, like, 2.5, and that's kind of the way I experienced the whole thing. So you can't really, like, speed it up as much as you'd like to, but I think you're gonna enjoy the story nevertheless. I don't know if you heard the story, like, if you were here, like, if you saw the story maybe on my stream or on somebody else's for the full, like, 2.5 quest line. Maybe you just, like, want to go through it if you know the story already. But yeah, they take a while. I personally enjoy it. I'm a very chill quester, as you can see. I do not believe I properly introduced myself. My name... Okay, he introduced himself. And I'm sorry if I'm breaking the immersion for you, for those of you who are listening to the quest. I just can't stop myself from talking about other things also. Lady Laniet would have me accompany Lord Melon on his mission. I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Okay. Okay, so Honoroi and Melon are on their way, and Laniet is... Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least some more than others. I don't know why. Or mayhap you're more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Tell me about it. Oh, actually, do we need this? Accio skin breaches of... Like, these pants actually seem like we need them. Like, they actually seem to be better pants than what we have right now. Well, let me try something. What if I put this, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. And luckily our transmog has not changed. That's important. Lady is eager to get to more important business. Now that Melon is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu. They have an easy name, that's good. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was a peace between our peoples for half a year until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes toward us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Marielle, she could use your assistance. Give him 10 more credit than discovered she's at least not forcing himself. Yeah, he is flirting and failing miserably. Okay, why does he have the cloud of... Like, I don't understand all these sprouts having these badass mounts. Why do I not have these mounts? Like, how do you even get these mounts? Did they go, like, on a mount hunt? And now, when they have everything they want, they can, like, go ahead and quest and just, like, show off. Is that the way I was supposed to play the game? Because I don't know at this point. And Jaco's lie looks so silly. It does. Change the leg piece, you just don't see it because the dress is covering it. Yeah, that's what I meant. As in, like, they are not... visibly changed. I should have phrased that better. But you can see them like when I run or when I mount. Like, let me do this. I can't do this on a Chocobo, I don't think. Like, you can see what's underneath. Okay, yeah, you can see a little bit. Like, there's a little bit of like the pants. But like the shoes still have these like socks things on them. So maybe that's a part of the actual shoe. And you can see the pants. At least now we don't look like a... I'm gonna stop myself right there. When we ride a Chocobo. I love mounts. I can't wait to start farming them, but I haven't done it because I'm really... Like, you're gonna laugh when I say force the MSQ, because obviously I'm not forcing anything, but that is pretty much the only thing I do, at least on stream. But off stream I try to like unlock things and features so we can play uninterruptedly and actually have stuff unlocked. Mrs. Reese, I presume. Lady Lania told me you were coming. She looks like a child. I hear you've never faced a Vanu before. We'll spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. Gotta catch all the cool mounts. There are so many of them, and today when I did the Drop Dead Shiva quest for the extreme trial, someone in my group got the mount. I was so mad. Like, it was my first ever extreme trial, and I was like, I wanna get it. I wanna feel like I got something out of it, and it just didn't happen. The birdmen are native to the floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless that Ixal's mother was a Gigas? What? Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Can we drag them away? Can we act in a non-violent fashion? What did you roll? I rolled like 74 and the person rolled 80. So it was a close race, but it failed and I was very sad. I was very, very sad. And later I looked it up. It's actually a cool mount. Now at least I know I can beat it. And I'm gonna go back there. I will go back there and we'll do it. But I don't even do these like daily roulettes and stuff. Sometimes I don't, well, most of the time I don't have time for it. But the only challenge log and like the daily thing that I commit to is the gold saucer one for the MGP. Because until I've gotten the Regalia car and the 2 million Sabotender mount and all the rest of the mounts and all the rest of the transmogs and cards, I'm not leaving that place. And then once that happens, there will probably be even new features to uncover there. So yeah. Okay, so these guys, they look like little moonkins. I'm not sure how I feel about killing them. What is Gastronus? What are you? You're rolling a 98 and someone else rolls a 99. That is horrible. That is like you've got to then sit down and ask yourself, like, what have I done to deserve this? Because if you think long and hard, you're gonna probably remember something that you did that just made your whole roll just end that way for you. Have enough for the car and come September. Yeah, I think the car is like 200k, and I think there's gonna be 2 more rewards, and overall if you want to buy like all 3 things, I think it's 230k. Today I was at 270 and I bought the piglet costume for 100k, and now I'm back to 170k, and I'll get the money back because I do want the Make It Rain awards as well. So yeah, I got that, and I'm not even gonna look back. I also got the spiked rod for Dark Knight, even though I don't play it anymore, but I know I won't start playing it until the next Make It Rain, for sure, and I'm gonna want to wear that. So yeah, I bought it. Level 80 to farm the... Yeah, I think I will worry about it, like, when I'm at least somewhat done with, like, with the MSQ stuff. Right now, I just kind of... I think it's not even that I feel forced to do the story. I actually just want to do the story. The story is just so good. Okay, they're gonna keep interrupting me, right? Let's actually help here. Let's actually help him. Why not? Why not? But yeah, I mean, I'm very conflicted. You hear me saying that I want mounts, and then you guys give the answers to how to get mounts, and then I say I want to do the MSQ, but then I do the MSQ, and I moan about not having mounts. So I can, from your perspective, I can honestly see how it's getting frustrating to talk to me. Like, I would get annoyed at that kind of answer. It's just like, I've given you a solution. Why are you not listening? FF addiction. MGP money is the best kind of money you can get in Final Fantasy. I am positive about that. And I just want to get the car and get all these limited time rewards so I can just continue to grind the shit out of that place so I can get the cactus and like all the rest of the stuff. Like, I just want everything from that place. It is like, everything is just thematically gorgeous. To me, at least. I'm not saying that that's like universal, but exactly, there's so much to do. And like, I remember so many people just being angry, for example at World of Warcraft, saying like, oh, there's nothing to do, the game's boring, and I'm like, you sweet unfortunate soul, like, why haven't we uncovered Final Fantasy before? We would have never gotten bored. I mean, I never used to get bored in WoW. I just used to be overwhelmed with chores because I would always find something to do. I have nothing against doing old content, and I was even actively going for the lore master. and doing all these like old instances for mounts and like camping world bosses and stuff like that. Even while I was like editing videos and stuff, I would be logged into WoW and I would just be playing the game in a very, you know, sometimes in a passive way, sometimes I would just go on my own and do stuff that I wanted to do, but there was never any community to it because I thought, like, why in the world would people do old content? And then guess what happened? I started playing Final Fantasy where people play old content like it happened yesterday. Like we got the new expansion yesterday, and it's such an overwhelming amount of people who doesn't find this content old that I just have to be a part of that. There's no way around that. Can you not buy in-game currency? It's not a mobile game. Yeah, see, I think that the Final Fantasy dev team has this incredible capacity to learn, both from their own mistakes and hopefully from other people's mistakes. And I'm honestly hoping that they know exactly how bad the WoW token has been for the whole game, and how you were just able to buy everything you want in the game. I never felt it on a personal level because when I started playing WoW, I was just like, I mean, I didn't have a job or anything. I was just a poor student. I didn't have a kid, and I made some money through like tutoring and stuff, but it was never enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this token to buy the in-game, to get the in-game currency to, you know, buy stuff in-game. Like, I struggled with WoW subscription even. And I never used to be one of these people just because I didn't feel like I can afford, you know, paying for that kind of game. And I used to pay for Hearthstone. Like, I already used to buy cards in Hearthstone and stuff. And buying stuff for WoW that was not a subscription was just completely out of the question. And back then I didn't think poorly of like store mounts and stuff, and I did receive like multiple gifts of these mounts, and I would always like get really sad and offended when I would ride the mount and people would spit on me because, like, for example, some of these mounts were the mounts that Philip bought for me, like for, I don't know, Mother's Day or our anniversary or something like that. He would buy me mounts. And I'd be happy because it was a present, but then like I mounted in WoW and people spit on me, and I'm like, great, you know, I got a present that makes people spit on me in game. Awesome. Yeah, I don't think this is a Walled Warrior game. It doesn't really feel like it. Finished with your patrol. Anything to report? Oh, I'm standing right in the girl. I didn't mean to. It was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Helone has blessed us with a mighty ally. Okay, we don't need any of this stuff. We just need the monies. Okay. An undisciplined unit is a unit ripe for destruction, as Sir Mariel knows. Expecting your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloud Top is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs. So so basically this is all originating from the dragon attacks, right? I have not fought a single thing outside of a tutor flight for the past hour. I don't know, like, I kind of enjoy that kind of thing. Like, it's probably not for, you know, everyone's pleasure, but I really like the narrative. And I'm fine, like, if I don't have to get into combat, I won't. But I can see how with like WoW and like constant questing of like kill 12 things, kill these, kill that, and the love for your class where you want to actually like practice and learn your abilities and just like connect to your job and everything. Like I can see how it gets frustrating for you. Yeah, I'm just so happy I did, because now I actually have time. Like, I don't have time for 2 MMOs. Like, my life just cannot support that. I thought I could with like moderate gameplay of like WoW and Final Fantasy, but like the WoW gameplay turned into a non-gameplay and just chores, and I had less time to actually play the game I wanted to play. And all of this happened even before the whole scandal and everything. So I like my posts and my videos probably made it look like I only stopped playing WoW because of what happened. But I've been moaning about stuff long before that. And I've been trying to be the voice of change. But the biggest content creators that have been trying to be the voice of change have met deaf ears. So I knew, like deep inside my heart, I knew I couldn't do anything, yet it was my personal responsibility to try and say something and like speak into the void and realize that it's void and that that's shit and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. So yeah. Would it be nice to shake it up a bit? I think it's just because it's the finale of the expansion and they need to tell a story. Like the characters grow in such a fantastic way. And I think, like, as I started now, like, I can see that I already have more combat in Heavensward than I had in the whole of, like, 2.xx patches, because they were, like, setting up the ending, I guess. And of course, the pride of our camp, the wanted to protect. Okay, we did that. Simply put, this is where ambition comes to die. If you have aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. So basically, you get the job and you keep the same job for the rest of your life. It's not a bad job. It looks okay, but however, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you'll indulge me, I'll have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. I like these emote quests. I haven't ever played a game that does that. Yeah, the Final Fantasy is so much about the actual story. It's crazy. Oh, I can't wait to get that video out tomorrow. I wonder if any of you will feel the same way about some of these features. Like, I actually tried to be, like, dirtily biased in a way that I said some things that had nothing to do with, like, the overall experience, but some things that have maybe bothered me on a personal level, or some things that I liked on a personal level. And I think those, like, that kind of review also has to exist, I suppose, because our individual experiences, I guess, are important. Are looking rather grim. Why so serious? The Vanu are no real threat, and the Dranians couldn't give a fig about us. You sure about that? Okay. You're looking... okay, what is... Why are you not talking to me? I don't understand. Oh! I forgot! I forgot to... Okay, never mind. Ah! Oh! I didn't realize the game was actually case sensitive. I should have probably made a macro out of this. You gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert. But really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it. Thank you very much. Well, at least we did our job. Let me actually do this. Okay, how do I do macros? User macros. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, this is what we want. Is there anything we need to click to save it, or are we just fine? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. This was easy. The music is so contagiously nice. Okay, is there anything fluffier than a cloud? Are you serious, my man? What is it? Is it the Horde? By the Fury, whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake, worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. That's what a soldier should do. Never sleep. Ah! Okay. See, we sometimes get mosquitoes in this room, and sometimes like I get itches on my back that just make me think they're there. But there's nothing really itching me. It's just like me thinking about mosquitoes just gives me the itches. It's weird. Does that ever happen to you? I don't think I'm going in the right direction. We are supposed to go down there, aren't we? Yeah, I just don't know how to get down and get to that point. How good is the music? Wait, is that the mount music? Let me see. Oh no, it's the background music. Okay. And you're gonna have a great rest of your stream, V. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support. Thank you for bringing people over. You have been awesome, really. And I really appreciate your company. You have such good insight into things that I just love talking to you. And also, thank you for sharing the information about your wildlife. I will ask you more questions about that because I'm not done. Just so you know. Have a great day. Or night. Or actually, it's daytime for you. It's still daytime. Have fun. Okay, here we go. Fate Walker. Wait, I know you. Who is this? Fate Walker. Wait, why do- Oh, wrong! Oh, hi! You're here! Yeah, I was like, this is one of the people from our friends list, and I was looking at the guild name, and I failed to see your own name. Hi! Let's type wrong. This is my new macro. Okay, Emma Sunyan says, hello there, old girl. Yeah, why do people keep telling me old girl? Slade and Vanu champions, yeah. No, oh well, let me know when you have so I can make myself presentable for the... Like, this guy literally fell asleep there. What? It's an attack. What should we do? What should we do? Okay, they don't... Oh, that's the melon guy. It's our prince who's just sleeping under the flower here. You had me fooled there for a moment. Old girl. Oh, he kept telling me old girl even before. Jesus, okay. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty, yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Leniette will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Like, what do you want? Do you want a mission from her, or do you want a kiss? What do you want? Okay, I should use better emotes when I'm greeting my friends. I shouldn't just be using the quest ones. Okay, let's see what we actually have. Okay. I'm doing a fist bump. I like a fist bump. Ah, this is so fun. Wrong's character is properly beautiful. And that glamour, is that like a set from a raid or something like that? It is pretty nice. Wait, where do I find the... I wanna find the new emote, the vexed one from Make It Rain, and I can't remember. I can't remember where it is. Can I search for it? Sort emotes. No, I don't want to sort. I want to find beckon. I can't see it. Stagger, vex. Here we go. I really like it. Oh, it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, it looks like you have to do something really badass to get it. It looks actually badass, and I like the what is this, like the asterisks, the wings on your head. I don't know what they're actually called. Oh wait, how do you wait? Oh, you're just okay. So you, yeah, never mind. I had a stupid question. I won't ask. Ooh, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. What's your most flex set? What's something that you're most proud to wear? Like something that might be hard to get. Woo! Infuriated by it. Wait, why is the game saying you're visibly infuriated by the other author? What? Oh, is that the message you get when you vex? What? Really? Let me see. Let me see that again. Visibly infuriated. Yeah, that is the message that you get. Huh. Don't really have a flex set. Like, not necessarily an achievement set or anything like that, but something you're just like, this is what I like to wear when I want to look awesome. Because I'm asking this to gain a perspective of what's actually awesome in Final Fantasy XIV, because I think I'm in this sort of honeymoon stage where every set for me is awesome. And I mean, yeah, there are some really stupid items and some that I would never put into a game. But most of this stuff just looks really good to me because they look imaginative and stuff that I never thought I would feel in a game. Many thanks, Mr. Reese. I already can see a change in our sentry's behavior. So she just kind of wanted to have a better army, even though nothing is happening here. Beg your pardon, Lord Mellon said what? Well, I have no doubt that Lady Laniet will do her utmost to oblige him. Oh, we're actually getting items. Okay, let's actually start wearing them. Okay, let me see. Oh, no. Okay, we got shoes, right? I think we got shoes. Okay, we got the pair of knock greaves. This one. Whip. Okay, hopefully they don't look horrible. Let me see what they look like. Let me see. Like, I want to see it. I can't see it. Wait, are they still glamored? Wait, what's going on? Did I equip the wrong item? Yeah, for some reason I did. And the shoes are really... they're okay. For now, they're okay. Nathan X, thank you for the super chat. I'm ahead out subbed and enjoy your evening. Thank you for the sub. And it was lovely to see you here. I appreciate your company and I hope you have a good evening. Or a good day, depending on which side of the pond you're on. Assuming you're even close to the pond, of course. Have a good day. Yeah, like, some of the basic stuff is actually allowed to look epic. It's so weird. Like, I remember I was like level 7 and I could already look epic. I didn't actually bother with it because I didn't really know how prisms work and stuff. So I was just like, I'll figure it out later. But then, yeah, exactly, it looks polished. And like, I'm not even leveled and I look like this. And this looks like a set. Not a set, but like, okay, this dress that I'm wearing right now, in WoW, I could see this dropping from like, having like a 1% chance to drop from Sire Denathrius. Or something like that. Or Lady Enerva Darkvein. Like, that's the kind of rarity that I think these things would have in WoW. Which is sad, but... if Lord is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Laniet will want you to accompany him. I might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. What are you talking about? I didn't find out how glamour worked until about level 50 when I asked a friend about it. I honestly thought, like, I was a little bit afraid to get into it because I knew I would get addicted. But I also was like, I'm gonna be changing the items all the time, and it just makes no sense to just glamour every single time. But I don't get as many items as I thought I would, and like, I don't know, spending a few prisms here and there to just like fix your glamour is actually okay. Mr. Cerise, Lord Mellon has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it, but give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Like, from what I understand, we're just like giving him tasks so he can feel important. Weird. Excellent. We're in constant need of fresh water. Oh my god, he's gonna carry water. Need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop as there are no underground sources. He's gonna be so mad. We can tap with wells. However, there's a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered, which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Siran to the east of here. I would have you and Melon bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts raging from the nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna like this. Anywho, Lady Lania told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? You're gonna love this, man. A vital mission on the success of which the very survival of Camp Cloudtop rests, the procurement of potable water. Go and fetch a spring crystal from the floating lakes to the east with me. Let's troll him a little bit. Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go. He's so... Is he actually this gullible, or he's just like allowing people to troll him? I don't know. I'm finding it hard to just understand his personality, but I guess we'll get there. This is really beautiful. I just have to say, like this particular camp, the nature and like the whole thing is actually really pretty. I don't think I got the opportunity to comment on it, but it is so beautiful. It's different than the snowy regions and stuff, and it's actually like, if I had to live anywhere near Ishgard, I'd probably much rather live here than in the broken castle we previously fixed. I like it here much better. Okay, so this is the Siran of legend, and Naru Avanu inside. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honora shall judge our entries on size, purity, and say aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Search for a spring crystal. What error am I supposed to do? Search for the crystals. Okay, so we can supply water more efficiently. That's fine. Is this what is this? This is a bird. Are we actually racing? We're not racing, are we? Like, look at how pretty this is. Oh wow. It's actually one of the more beautiful zones that I was in. Is this like knowing everything you know? Wait, how do we even find these crystals? Do you have to kill something? Crystal in... Oh no, it just says that it's in the water. It doesn't... Water sprites don't carry them. Oh, okay. Here it goes. Is this considered beautiful, or are there more beautiful regions? I mean, there probably are, but like, I'm just wondering, like, from your perspective of someone who's probably gone through like all the expansions, if you have. This fortress does not appear to exhibit the properties described by Lady Lania. Perhaps you should inspect another. Yep, let's go there. Okay, so these are the crystals. Cool, pretty cool. Okay, spring crystal. I don't really understand the purpose of doing these quests and helping out these brothers, but I guess we have to prove to them that we are trustworthy. I guess this is why we're doing this. Water crystal does not appear to exhibit properties. Okay, and let's find another one. They feel a bit pointless, but so far from the experience of A Realm Reborn, nothing really is pointless. Sometimes you feel like you're sent on a goose chase, but you still meet someone, you still like make some sort of character progression, you help someone or whatever. Like, nothing seems to be done in vain. It just feels like it has a purpose. The crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it's the spring crystal Lady Lania seeks. Okay, I think we did it. Yeah, I'm loving it here. Look at this nature. Let me just do this quickly. Nope. Okay. Look at this. Like when you remove the UI and everything, like look at how beautiful the nature here is. And our chocobo feels a lot happier here. It doesn't seem like it's freaking freezing his bones. Yeah, I'm really liking it here. Okay, I have to figure out where my quest zone is, so let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this a little bit. Can I jump down? Yep. It's so pretty, isn't it? Look at the zone. It kind of reminds me of Nagrand a little bit. Just a little. I remember thinking that was a truly beautiful zone back when it was introduced. I didn't even think about content. Like for me, it was just really beautiful. And our quest is here. We missed it. Never mind. Never mind. Go away. Okay. Oh, never mind. They really want to fight. That's okay. That is fine. So I'm guessing that these Heavensward MSQs are not what people are really talking about when they hype it up. I guess this is just kind of sort of intro into the story because I've been trying to find the hype moments in them and I still haven't managed to do it, but I'm guessing I'm at the very beginning, so I'm sure it will get better because you guys wouldn't call this hype, I'm sure. Like bringing water back to the camp and stuff. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm gonna believe in you guys. Okay. Mr. Reese, have you brought your entry for the contest? Sure. My understanding of such thing is limited, but this can truly be used to draw moisture from the air like water from a pond. Fascinating. Do we need any of this stuff? Nope, okay. Super early. Yeah, I know I'm very slow and that's why it feels like super early, but I'm still actually managing to have fun, which I guess is what matters. Honorra is more than a little concerned for Lord Amalian's well-being. Oh, I read Amalian right. Lord Amalian, let's try to not call him Melon or Lemon, has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far into such a place. Mayhap I'm worrying about nothing, but I must ask you to assist me in looking for him, Mr. Streets. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray search the southeastern area of Wood Sion's Ran as swiftly as you are able and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. Okay, the guy was probably arrogant enough to get himself into some sort of huge trouble that he now cannot get away from. So he's either going to remain kidnapped for the rest of the expansion, or we're gonna have to go and save him right now and he's gonna be endlessly humiliated by it. Those are my guesses. And it's probably the third thing that I can't even imagine. Okay, how much time am I actually gonna spend here? Because I'm starting to really like this. Like everything just looks so fun and peaceful. Is there anything to do in this zone that's gonna make me come back? Like this is the place I would come back to. For sure. I hope you can also hear the music after I've tweaked the volume and stuff. It's actually really pretty. Surveyed the surrounding area for a time, but no sign of Amalian. Okay, I guess we go back. Okay, wherever do we rendezvous? Over there. Sometimes I'm not inclined to look for the red places on the map. I usually look for the quest, and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? And they're like, you're here for the first time. Just find your way there. Awesome. Okay. There we go. Mistress Reese, Lord Madeline. Lord Madeline has been taken by the Vanu. Oh, that is not good. They have my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Oh, I guess we have to, because we cannot go back to the Emperor King guy and be like, we lost your offspring. But that's okay. That is not gonna go well for us. I'm sure of it. Time for stuff. You really are determined to race here. Just kidding. It's actually awesome that you're gonna be able to play the game very soon. I'm just like this is just me. I could probably never go through a game quickly without wearing myself out. It's just the kind of player I am. But like if it's gonna help you feel, you know, better about your game experience, then by all means, you know, rush through it. I just feel weird about it on a personal level, because I feel like having a little left in ages though. Yeah, the levels actually become very hard to get. Like, I don't think you're gonna be getting levels until you get to Ishgard. Because it's the end of the expansion, and you're, like, according to the expansion, you're not even supposed to go past level 50. So these, like, last few levels, I think you're gonna be, yeah, they give no experience, because the expansion, like the way it originally was, it was up to level 50. So if you do dungeons, or if you do some sort of other power leveling, you're gonna get levels. But I did some dungeons, I did some trials, and I did a lot of stuff actually, and I was only like level 54 when I came to Ishgard, and I managed to somehow just like fill up that X bar based on that. But I didn't have to do dungeons, I just wanted to unlock the blue quests and stuff, so that's how I did it. The Vanu must have taken them to that village. We have to present their chieftain. They look like evil little moonkins. Yeah, I'm never playing a moonkin after that. And I doubt I'll ever play anything like that anymore. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Leniat what has happened. Yeah, I was 54 as well. And after that, you'll just start gaining levels, like, more quickly. I guess based on some of my predictions, like, we'll be halfway through Heavensward when we hit 60. Or maybe even less than half through it. Yeah, by the time I returned with aid, it may be already too late. Forgive me for asking, Mr. Reese, but could you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Melon in my absence? I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't. Like, he's a good soul. He just has a lot to learn, I guess. What is 60? Yeah, I don't think we're hitting 60 anytime soon. Wait, what happens at 60? Is there anything in particular that I... okay, so we can't mount, and I guess we just have to go through all these defenses. But I can tell that when I'm out in the open world, it's a lot easier to be a level 54 than to be level 50. Because... oh, you can get Gunbreaker. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Because, like, you can kill the open world stuff a lot easier. So, like, whatever levels you got before Ishgard, it's gonna be helpful. At least I feel that way. Not that I don't like the challenge, but... I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy the story a lot more for now. Because I'm not really, like, involved into... you know, early raiding or anything like that. I just kind of want to, you know, kill my enemies so I can see the story. And that's just my perspective. But I'm having a lot of fun still. I can't mount. And, like, I feel like when you're in a duty, like, there's no way for you to actually miss out on a lot of minions. Because they're, like, destined to find you and to just for you to enter their hitbox and stuff. Like, I don't want to necessarily fight everyone. I want to go through it and... wait, where am I? heart. Maybe I'm supposed to get to the heart of the whatever this is. Okay, so there's no escaping this guy apparently. I don't want to fight them if I really don't have to. I want to see how well I can sneak past them. Okay, he's like, you're not gonna eat me, are you? I'm over here. Wait, he's yelling at us. Where in the world is he? Three prisoners speak like thunder. Okay, someone's hitting me. Ganu Gundu. Okay, let's fight them. So much easier when you're high level. I don't know, for me, combat right now is like means to an end. Oh, he doesn't... Is he hitting us? Because it says like there are more pressing matters in hand, but he seemed to be the more pressing matter. I think I just need to go upstairs and try to find... Assuming our guy is even upstairs. I have no idea how to find him. No, I can't enter this little house. There's no way. Oh, okay, we were supposed to go down there to the tree thingy. Oh, I can jump from here. Brambleweed. Oh, okay, so basically we need to free him. I thought for some reason he would be up there. That was really unpleasant. Yeah, I bet. Protect, Melon, and escape. Yep, let's do it. His name is Melon DeLofty. While leveling, it feels like a story-driven RPG with an MMO strapped to it. It really does, and I'm not agreeing to that in a bad way, because that's kind of the way I like my leveling in an MMO. I have no problem with this being easy as long as I can like see the story and not be bothered by other things. I know that there are supposed to be like hurdles that you need to like hop through and stuff, but like for these like mundane things, I'd rather not waste time on combat and actually see what's up with the story. That's kind of how I have fun in leveling. When it's supposed to be hard, like when you're finished with leveling, then I guess it feels better for you to have harder content. At least that's kind of been my... It's like I keep telling myself I'm gonna like harder content when I'm supposed to do it, and now that I'm not yet supposed to do it, I'm just going to not like it. And I'm gonna go through the story. Okay, help has arrived. Well, that's pretty good, considering we already escaped. I like how the quest is called A Series of Unfortunate Events. I don't know if you guys have read the books or maybe watched the movie A Series of Unfortunate Events. There basically is a series. Like the books are a lot better. The movie is just like a recap of all the books. Basically, it's about three orphans whose parents were like rich. And when they die, like the kids are left with the inheritance that they cannot take because none of them are of age, and they have to go live with someone, like live with some of their cousins and whatnot. And basically, there's 4 books of them going to like 4 different like cousins, relatives, or whatever to live. And like each story is just like more crazy than the previous one. It's actually a really nice series. It's kind of like a children's. It's kind of like children's series, I guess. It's not really, well, I mean, in a way, adults I think can find enjoyment in it as well. But it's actually kind of a It has kind of a nice beginning. It shows like I don't know, like a cool animation of like cartoonish stuff, and basically the narrator says if you expect like this book and this movie to be like a bunch of, you know, rainbows and sunshine or whatever, you know, just exit the movie theater and go to the next room and watch like this cartoon that's currently, you know, being played or whatever. It's actually kind of a fun intro into the story. It's like if you want to be happy all the time while watching the movie, this movie is not for you. It's pretty fun. Okay, let's wait quickly. And I think we're actually, according to the MSQ, we are almost almost about to finish the well, this part of the quest. And I'm gonna try. Like, I would like to actually, looking at these quests, do like these quests like one section at a time, so one stream at a time. I think I'll make it. I think I know how to do Heavensward.
Reinforcements.
He's so afraid there.
Chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds, offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Oh god. We seem to be in a lot of trouble. That is beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. That is their primal or their monster or whatever it is, but it is still very, very, very pretty.
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists.
What in the world is that?
By the fury, it's a primal.
It is a primal, I was correct. He's like unable to move. He just froze there.
We must away.
And he's looking at his half brother, who is like a very important person supposedly, and he's just like running away in front of him. It's so stupid. Oh, well, I hope he gets in trouble. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that, but is he gonna fall? Is he gonna fall now? Is that gonna be his end?
Bloody tip.
Oh, Sid! Like, Sid knew we would get in trouble.
Aye, Chief.
That's hilarious. Like, he half expected us to be in some sort of trouble now. Oh, God.
All aboard!
And I just love how my whole like shield and sword are glowing in the dark. It's such a fun weapon. Like, if you got MGPs or you're willing to farm a little bit of them for the Make It Rain, like, you should definitely buy your class's sets. It's so nice. Uh-oh. That is a flying whale. That looks kind of like one of the... Well, it doesn't look like one of the mounts, but it is... There are whales, though. From what I've seen, at least, but not like this one. Okay, I have no idea where we are. He kind of brought us to safety, but we are not home. Okay, Sid says... The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It is not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. Alright, more than a few. 'Twas but a blind chance that brought us together this time, in case you were wondering. The Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently they just can't seem to get there. to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloud Top to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought. Just as said lordling manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. I have good friends here. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. Ty słyszysz niego? On nie słyszy, ale co mylne. A? Okay, and I think we have one more quest to basically conclude the brothers' story. It's called The Reward Long in Coming. Okay, so basically that's like a conclusion to this whole thing that we've done. Okay, Lord Emelian appears to be rather pleased with himself. Why is he pleased? Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know, me, dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb on the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that old girl is no small feat. This is making me very uncomfortable. I made a historic discovery, a fact that even Lady Laniet will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I'm rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made for a triumphant return? I think we should go home to his dad and not to some lady he's in love with for him to brag about whatever it is that he wants to be bragging about. Is he gonna go with me? This is where we're supposed to go. It doesn't matter if he's going with us. It's okay. I'm just loving how this mount has a legitimate story. Okay, we can't fall from here. It's like getting it was so fun, and it makes you just forever remember the story of how you went to that place to just like bring it to life pretty much. It's actually really fun. Okay, I do have a question. When is it a good time to start doing like the open, you know, not the open world stuff, but like the side quests? Are they just there for the leveling? Are they any fun? Like how does that work? Because I see a bunch of them on the map. And I'm assuming that, like, if you don't have a real reason to go do them, you don't do them. I guess they're there for you to, like, level other jobs and classes and whatnot. Although I doubt they give as much, I don't know, experience as the rest of the stuff. Not sure. Okay, so there's her. I'm actually not sure why we're going for him to brag about these things. Praise alone, I feared the worst. What has happened out there? Yeah, your lordling was just acting like a fool. That's what happened. A primal? Are you sure? Yet now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I've learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior towards the people of Camp Cloud Top. You mean to say they have fallen under the Primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphanod. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Laniet? A little recognition for the hero of the hour. A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on. What? Why, yes, you're right, of course. Mr. Reese deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Like he meant himself. Well, if there's naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. Okay, so basically this was an intro into like the whole primal story. That's actually kind of nice. It's more for lore. I see. Well, yeah, I assume they don't give a lot of like leveling experiences, but I don't know, like, I just hope, there is so much to do. Like, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I'm like, when am I going to do all these side quests? It's like, I need to live 1,000 years to make all this happen. I'm going to try. Mr. Reese, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Halferond, and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then, no more forays into enemy territory. Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lenient. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. She doesn't like you, man. You need to go home. Man, kid, whatever it is that you are. All spell that ends well, eh? To the airship landing, then. We can speak on the journey home. Well, nice. This was satisfying. We helped both brothers, and I guess we earned ourselves some credit. Hi, Rog! Hi! Hi! I'm acting like a fool. How do I get to the... Wait. Okay, actually, I don't have to do this. I can just go to Kurthas and just teleport myself to Ishgard. There we go. I can't jump because I'll interrupt my cast. Woo! Let's go to Ishgard. Oh, I didn't see the set. This is one of the cool sets that I have, which isn't too hard to get. Can you get to Ishgard so I can see? I forgot to look at the messages. Sorry, you teleported. Just show me the set and I just abandoned you there. It was bad, man. Okay, hopefully we'll see Wrong again so we can see the set. It's not like we can ride and ride away here. Okay, maybe Wrong is gonna appear here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see. Ooh, that's shiny. That's actually shiny. Your sword is so good. It's like your armor has a taste, like actual like vanilla strawberry taste with like, and the armor is like black and white chocolate sprinkles. That's exactly what it is. See? Strawberry, vanilla, and like chocolate and vanilla sprinkles. That's it. That's totally it. I love this. I'm gonna call it the ice cream set. No offense. It is beautiful. I just like instantly when I saw it, I was like, this actually, it has both fashion taste and actual real taste. Wherever are we supposed to go? Should we port ourselves here? The last vigil, maybe we can go there. It was so good. Oh, do you have another? Oh, let me see this one. Oh, this is actually lovely. This one is completely lovely. Aww. Oh, that is not just lovely. That is pretty badass. Is that like some sort of like ultra hard to get weapon? That is pretty cool. And I love the little butterflies. Look at how they're flying around it. Oh, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking it. You know what? I was just commenting the other day. I said to Philip that I haven't been seeing a lot of these like staffs and stuff that actually look good. Like a lot of them have been looking rather plain. And I kept wondering, like, if it's even worth being, like, I know, just being a main, like, caster with all your, like, weapon glamours and stuff, if the weapons aren't that impressive. I know I'm judging based on, like, a very little amount of things that I've seen, but I don't know, like, that's the whole reason why I even decided to go for a tanky class, so I can wear these big-ass pieces of armor. This guy... Do you remember this one? The God of the Land chocolate pudding guy? He was the one whose transmog I showed you at the beginning of the stream, and he's still standing there, apparently watching a movie. Like, whatever is he doing? How can you stand here this long and watch something? I'm not gonna be rude. I'm not gonna jump in front of his face. That's probably rude, but I don't know what he's doing, and it's bothering me a little bit. I confess I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating, and you also like big words, man. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. Ha! In any event, I must make for congregation and inform Sir Aimridge of all that's occurred. Are we gonna see Sir Aimridge ever again? Amalian should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? It's the White Mage Stormblood relic and the one I was using, the Shadowbringer relic weapon. Yeah, I have a question about these relic weapons. Okay, so this is what I've been wanting to ask you guys, and now is a good time that you reminded me. I have this this quest from the North Shroud. It's called the Relic Reborn Kirtana, and I heard about the relic weapon as something, you know, really big and important that you need to like be farming and stuff. But does each expansion have its own relic weapon? Like how does that work? Can I like, do you only have one, or do you have like more of them that you can get like every time there's a new expansion? Because now you're saying that there's a Stormblood and the Shadowbringer relic, and that makes me think there is in fact more of them. Each expansion got its own. So why are people in a rush to get the relic weapon from the Shadowbringers now before the Endwalker? Because I mean there are other relic weapons to also get from the past, and it also counts as, you know, old content that people are not doing right now, I suppose. So why are people in a rush right now to do the relic weapons? Is there any reason to? Because assuming that everyone is still getting all the relic weapons from the past, they're also going to be getting like Shadowbringers in the next expansion. Or is it just because now is the time when not a lot of people have something to do, who are not leveling, doing the MSQ and whatnot? Shadowbringer relic is best. Yeah, but like, are people actually getting it for the stats or for just the transmog? Like, is it only hype for it because it has stats and because it's bis? Welcome, Mr. G. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes. I'm not sure I like talking to this guard every single time I need to do this, but that's okay. Okay, let's find her. Okay, there's Malin. Oh, he looks so miserable. Oh, it's UV gods. Do you have to strike me? So his father hit him. I'm sure that's what happened. Okay, let's see. Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? Oh, now I feel sorry for him. Like, did we get him in trouble by like making him go on all these missions? Like, this is our fault. Probably get it for the glamour. Yeah, I was just wondering about this like particular like Shadowbringer's relic. If like people are right now, like whoever's getting it, is anyone getting it for the actual like bis or not? Okay, so here's the steward. And I guess we're gonna take this quest to not forget where we are supposed to go. Divine intervention. Okay, so basically this is the continuation of the MSQ. I'm trying to look at the list so I don't lose track of stuff. Okay, the Fortemps steward looks as though he has something to say. Mr. Sheets, my lord, the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artoriel and Lord Madeline. If you would remain here for a moment. Yeah, I guess we can wait and hear what he has to say. We can at least start this quest so we know where to return next time. Okay, so here's it. I wanted to hear his opinion.
Returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Manalane's life. Aye, he told me everything.
I'm not sure if he told the right story, but he got hit, so he probably did.
And Durandare praising your conduct and that of House Fortemps. You've won as much honor, my friend.
Okay.
My lord.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings.
It's like whenever you hear that, you know someone's in big trouble.
Detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Are you serious?
Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries.
So Tataru's gossiping got her in trouble.
Into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned.
Sir Grino, my lord.
Who is Sir Grino?
Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Yeah, we have to rescue them. They are no fit for prison. They are in no way fit for prison. Okay, and there's also another quest that we're gonna be accepting. Check out the staff looks that I linked. Oh, how do I do that? Wait, where does that pop up? Where did you link it? I don't know how to find that. Oh, Rose Covenant. Oh, this one? Oh, cool. I can click on the item and see it. Oh, actually, that is not unimpressive. That is actually pretty. I really like the top. I can't really like. How do I zoom in on a particular thing? Display headgear manually. Like, how can I just move the camera upwards to see? Oh, okay. Oh, when it's sheathed, it does things. That is really cool. For farming the Shadowbring relic now is it's easier to do it while everyone's doing it. See, I think there's a funny situation right now that there are so many, sprouts who are leveling that by the time Endwalker comes, there's still going to be a massive number of people doing like all these relic quests and stuff. And Aski says relic weapons are a huge investment. You mean like time investment, like a grind, or like a money investment as in like gil and stuff? Yeah, I'm pretty sure people will continue to be getting it. Oh, my ears hurt. I always have these issues when I wear headphones for a very long time and I don't take them off.
About ears.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, the grind. Okay. Well, I mean, it is worth it, isn't it? I just have to figure out. Like, I from the little that I read, some relics weapons are easier to get than others, and some look more badass. So I think for each particular expansion, like once I've leveled through the classes, I'm going to decide whether or not it is worth getting the relic weapon for that particular one. But I've chosen to do the plate armor and everything because those transmogs, to me at least, usually look more impressive. I always been playing like a clother or someone who wears like leather and daggers and stuff, and daggers are just, I don't know, mostly they're shit. So I'm gonna be looking into that, and I have this quest, and I thought that was gonna be the only like the relic quest that I have, but apparently there's a lot more to it than that. But yeah, I did kind of clear my quest log. I did do some of these trials. Isn't that an ultimate? Which one? Like I don't know anything. I just took this and I have no idea what this is. Gladiator's Arm, Cortana, and Holy Shield. I don't know. It says a relic reborn, so that's why I said relic. I don't know if that's the thing. Wait, this one? The one that you showed me, or this one is pretty cool. I like how I'm holding that staff in my underwear like it's the most normal thing ever. It's actually real nice. Oh, okay, I'm not supposed to be mentioning my ears because apparently there's another person in this room with a severe ear hurt currently, so I will discontinue talking about that. And also that is going to be the one on your preview. I see. I know nothing about that. I'm going to be ending the stream for today. I'm actually looking at the MSQ sub list that I have, and I see that they're divided into like 5 or 6 like big chunky. Oh, okay. There we go. They're divided into like 5 or 6 like sections that I want to go through. And I know this is going to be ambitious because there's probably a lot to it, but I think I could aim for, longer MSQ streams where I would get through Heavensward in maybe well, depending on how long these like raids and dungeons take. Like this could be like 6 or 7 streams or something like that from at least the stuff that I'm seeing here. But we'll see. I'm excited for it anyways, and I'm not gonna plan too much because these things are impossible to plan. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Today is Monday, and for tomorrow I'm gonna be posting the video. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like in the afternoon or later in the evening, like around this time. My completely biased a Realm Reborn review, so look forward to that. And I will be seeing live again on Wednesday, same time, so 9 p.m. Central European Time, which is around 3 p.m. EST. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for hanging out today. I had an awesome time, awesome stream, and I was way less tired than yesterday. I actually did manage to get some sleep, and I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, I will be seeing you hopefully on Wednesday, as I said, 9 p.m. or 3 p.m. depending where you are, and you can find my schedule always on the what's it called? I always forget. The cover art thing on YouTube. That's the only place where I post important things. But anyway, I shall not keep you any longer. Have a good day or a good night or whatever it is that you're doing, and see you later. Bye.